all have that one score that really inspired us to make a leap and dedicate more time to producing music. I myself might have 1, 2, or 3 that I could think of off the top of my head. And those inspirational moments that'll catapult us to putting in the 10,000 plus hours of work we need to master different skills are so important. But we can't always rely on inspiration all the time, and sometimes writer's block will rear its ugly head. How do you get around it? I think about writer's block as not being able to get into the flow of creating music, and that's what we're going to talk about in today's vlog. I had a few people comment about how to finish tracks or how you get stuck with tracks, and I kind of answered some of that in yesterday's vlog, today's vlog 4. This is all part of the big giveaway we're doing to celebrate 10,000 subscribers. I'll include a link if you want to learn more about the giveaway. It does end October 15th. Really appreciate the comments. Yeah, you could just comment, you know, duck or duck soup, and you could still be entered for the contest, but I am reading just about everything I can so I could learn a little bit more about you and see what else maybe this channel could do in the future to be more useful. One thing I've found that's been really helpful for me is to know that I'm at my peak composing and music producing performance when I'm in my flow state. So, flow state, what's that all about? Well, it's not just for hippies or those of us who practice yoga. I'm not sure if flow state's for goat yoga though. Understanding how you can get yourself into your flow state is an incredible hack to conjure up inspiration and give you the deep concentration necessary to be a creative that works on content for hours at a time. So flow state and writer's block, they kind of go hand in hand. One way people might experience writer's block is if they sit down, they start to work on an idea, and they're immediately judging their own ideas. If you're doing this, then it's actually scientifically proven that you're not reaching your flow state. You see, your flow state actually shuts down part of the prefrontal cortex of your mind that is the judgment and consciousness center. That means when you're in your flow state, your inner critic is silenced because that part of your consciousness is almost turned off. If you've ever had the perception that you're like disembodied or that something is channeling through you to write music, this is because you're reaching this flow state and you're conscious that part of your brain is functioning differently. You're literally dropping into your subconscious at this point. Now, in this day and age, it's hard to get through your day without a myriad of distractions, and if you're constantly distracted, you're not in your flow state. Distractions are a flow stopper. So what I recommend is quit your browser. Not right now, not yet. I still want to finish this video. Turn off your notifications, turn off your phone, leave it in the other room. It's gonna bleep and blip and bloop and tell you, hey, look at me, I want your attention. Don't give it your attention. You deserve to give your craft and art your attention, and by letting yourself have the opportunity to go into your flow state, you'll find you'll reach a point where you're just naturally improvising, not judging, just playing around and creating new and exciting things. Now, I could go on and on about the science of this. I'll include some links below, but the basic idea is that your neural pathways change when you're composing and improvising. You actually see in MRI scans that the blood flow is different in your brain. There's less blood going to that center of our consciousness. Have you ever been working on something creative and completely lost track of time? Well, you can thank your prefrontal cortex for making you miss the season premiere of Naked and Afraid. Now here's a hack that I use to help me quickly get into my flow state if all other things aren't helping me. It might seem self-indulgent, but what I do is put on a playlist of my own music, put my headphones in, go for a walk around the block. Usually it only takes me one time around the block, maybe two, and all of a sudden that music is stimulating my mind to remind me of the time when I was in that creative flow state, when I wrote the music for the first time. You could kind of think of this as maybe how the sense of a smell, you'll smell a specific scent like cinnamon and it'll remind you of being at grandma's house 20 years ago. There was fruitcake and you didn't get your Spider-Man action hero that you wanted.